We are the wind in the sails of your business. We are your compass. Chart your course towards your targets. Africa Business Radio. Towards a profitable Africa.
True living Africa. True living Africa.
Hello. Welcome to True Living Africa, your wellness podcast. I'm Uyok Hansen.
And I'm Oyin Talabi.
We are your
Health and Wellness coaches.
And we are here to help you live your best life.
Yay! Hey, hey, hey! Hey! Welcome, people. How are you doing today? How are you doing, Uyok?
Well, it's good to be alive, I can tell you. It's a good
great
day. Yes.
To be alive. Mm-hmm. We are grateful and thankful that we are alive, especially with the week, the year
that we've been having. Yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing.
True Living Africa here again, people. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in, guys, and thanks for staying with us. Today we're talking about one kind of accelerated weight loss.
That I'm sure those of you that are the countries that are still not on lockdown in December, you all need to get out your pens and be ready for this one, because come Christmas, we might be needing this.
In fact, there's a lot of Christmas body loading going around. Some extreme stuff and what have you. Sure. And so we just thought, let's speak to this a little bit. Especially, we had an episode one time, we're going to link to it, where we talked about the difference between fat loss and weight loss. And so you want to go back and listen to that episode just to be sure, just to know that what we're talking about today is weight loss and not fat loss. Right?
Yes. I mean, we can understand the confusion because we're all about fat loss, but we have to stay in sync, knowing that we've all had put on weight this
right.
this
and
past
so there are
few
those
months.
moments, and so the tips that we're going to share today are really for those people who are looking for something really quick. Hence the word accelerated.
Yeah.
And you know how we like those quick fix weight loss programs, like you've got a special event.
We need them sometimes.
Yeah, you want to jumpstart your weight loss. Sometimes you just want to, and we like these success stories where you hear, I lost 10 pounds in 1 week, that kind of thing.
Yeah, or so and so some star lost 20 kg for a movie role.
Right.
Just like that.
Right. So, and is this crazy feedback loop from the universe that's like crack cocaine, when you witness a weight loss success that's so dramatic. Right. And we want that. And sometimes you want to be able to, there's this meme. I've been dieting for 12 hours and I haven't lost any weight yet. You want to lose weight from hour to hour.
As in, you start the plan now and you're expecting the weight loss to have happened already. But with these tricks, these little tips,
exactly,
we're going to help you on that journey.
Absolutely. So we're talking today about, losing water weight. Right? We're calling it what it is. If we tell you that it's any other kind of weight, hopefully you preserve some muscle in the process, but, accelerated weight loss mostly is water weight. Yeah. Okay. So knowing that it's water weight, going into the fact that it's water weight, what must you do to lose the maximum amount of water weight? Because water weight still makes a difference.
It
Sometimes
really does.
You're bloated from a weekend of riotous eating.
I was going to say.
Your jeans won't button like the ones I'm wearing right now.
Or it could be your period if you're female.
Right.
During that time, we always tend to
bloat.
We put on weight, but it's bloating, and it's really just your body retaining water.
Exactly.
Some people, because of what they're eating more salt.
A lot of sodium-rich foods, fried foods, lots of carbs, processed foods. And then there's the other kind of water weight that's the medical one, the edema that's actually caused by an underlying health condition. That one you need to check with your doctor.
Yeah, so if you're not quite sure why it is that you're bloating and you've tried you've tried, you're not constipated as well, and it's not your period and all that, and you haven't had a binge weekend, stuff like that, then check with your doctor to find out why it is that you are bloated.
Absolutely.
Before you try our tricks.
And of course, disclaimer here, this is not meant to take the place of any sound medical advice.
No, this is just quick fix for Christmas or any special occasion, because we're in that season right now
where you want to fit into your skinny jeans and you have a few quick pounds to lose and so forth. So
we'll have a few pounds to lose after this COVID lockdown.
You can never be too skinny.
You can't. I mean, that's your motto.
Too rich.
Too skinny or too rich can't happen.
I know. And some people will say, no, I tend to disagree, but I'm speaking from my heart.
I'm speaking from my heart. I'm connecting with you, sister.
Yes.
So what do we do?
We're diving right in. We're going to talk about 6 to 10 different things that you can do. Grab your pens. With water weight, right, it tends to drop really quickly depending on what you do.
Yeah.
And so if you step on the scale in the morning and you step on the scale at night, after doing a few of these things, you're going to actually see a difference.
Yeah.
Within a 24-hour period, you can see a dramatic difference. You can lose up to 3 pounds. You can lose a pound every 3 days consistently for a period of 10 days if you stick to these few things. So the first thing is cardio.
So that's your walking, that's
long range cardio.
You're walking, you're jogging, you're swimming, you're cycling.
Right.
If you're not a regular runner or jogger, please do not do that now. Just continue with the long range walking.
Yes, you can do a long walk.
Yeah.
And so when we say long range, we're talking anything from 5K to 10K. Right, 5K works if you do it consistently.
Yeah,
but preferably if you're already a walking person or a running person, you want to be doing your 8 to 10K on a daily basis.
Daily, and I mean obviously don't forget to stretch after,
before and after.
warm up before and then stretch after
and stretch properly.
But that cardio will help you to lose
to draw it. Drop. It helps draw the water out of, because you sweat a lot during cardio.
Yeah.
So you want to, while you're doing your cardio, it takes a lot of water out of your body. Note that. So just a simple trick to just gauge the effectiveness of your cardio. So if you come back from your long range walk, so if you weigh yourself before and after your cardio, you'll actually notice a difference of about a pound to 1 kg.
Yeah. On the scale. Yeah.
Right after your long range cardio. So this works in terms of dropping water. Okay, so that's the number one thing. Long range cardio, your 5 to 10 Ks.
Yeah.
But like Onyi said, if you haven't been doing this before, you don't want to start doing long range cardio. You don't want to be going from couch to 10K in 24 hours. You're going to hurt yourself. So you want to build up to that, okay?
Yeah. The next one is stress. We need to reduce stress.
Yeah.
Once you're in that stress space, your body
is going to hold on.
It's going to hold on to water. It's going to hold on to fat. So reduce stress is just a general lifestyle mantra. I know, because
for most health things you want to achieve, stress reduction is key.
It's key.
But with water retention, where stress comes in, right? The cortisol, the hormone, the stress hormone that we know as cortisol, right?
And that increases.
It actually increases water retention. Yeah. So when you have high levels of cortisol in your body, you're going to hold on to water because cortisol increases the antidiuretic hormone. It's called ADH.
Yeah.
So antidiuretic simply means not being able to release water, right? So you can tips for reducing stress.
You can do a massage. Go get a massage. So a deep tissue massage or even a cellulite one.
Enter Lucky housewife.
Or you can have a lymphatic massage as well, which is also good.
When you finish your long range, I'm just giving you like an example,
how we make it lifestyle.
Yes, lifestyle. So you go to the gym in the morning, take your time, wake up. You don't have to get up at 6 because you're sleeping. You're going to be sleeping a lot during this period, right? So have a nice long sleep. Wake up whenever you like, go to the gym or hit the road, wherever you're going to get your long range cardio. And after that, you then go for your massage. And, iron out the muscles and release all the stress and the tension in your legs and thighs and even your, cellulite massages that help, firm your
light,
skin.
Yep. Those are also good.
And they're good stress relievers.
Yeah. And then if you're in the gym or since you're in the massage place, you can also go in for a steam bath. or going to the sauna. So that would help you sweat out, not just
some more water,
not just
out
water,
of your body.
Toxins as well. So that's a great place to also. That's also a great thing to also include in this. And then number 5, we have eat high protein.
Are we on number 5 already? I thought we were number 3.
Yeah, we just added sauna to me. That's
number 4. Okay.
So now eat
protein.
So
high protein, yes. So having eating a high protein meal.
Yeah.
Right? So what protein does, right, is, and I'm going to go scientific for a minute and then come back. It decreases the levels of ghrelin. So ghrelin is the hunger hormone. So protein directly affects the level of ghrelin in your body that is responsible for increasing your appetite. So when you eat your protein, you feel fuller quicker.
Yeah, and you stay fuller longer.
Exactly.
And also it's a good way. So just imagine that you're suppressing your diet, so to speak. By
suppressing
eating your appetite, so to speak, by eating more
protein. Exactly, especially if you haven't got appetite suppressant pills lying around.
Which we do not encourage.
We do not encourage. So
protein
helps suppress your appetite. And, and this is the difference. This is where a lot of women get it right or get it wrong. So you go on a diet and you go on a low calorie diet.
Yeah, on a high protein diet, and then you're eating.
Right. No. I was trying to illustrate the difference between going on a low calorie diet that had carbs and a low calorie diet that had protein.
Okay.
So a low calorie diet with protein is more effective because it helps control your appetite.
Yeah.
A low calorie diet with carbs or a diet calorie restriction with carbs
is carb forward
is harder to do because of the blood sugar fluctuations.
Yeah.
You're going to be hungry
You're always
all
getting
the
hungry.
time. In fact, you'll be hungry and angry. You'll have the shakes, you'll be irritable.
Yeah.
And so that's where protein
and
trumps.
There's also the people that go on a high protein diet, but they don't go on good protein. So they go on stuff, they eat stuff like sausages, bacon,
processed, a lot of
highly processed
foods.
food. So, and it's high protein, but that's still not what your body needs. So you still need to be giving your body nutrients so that it can function properly. So go for wholesome protein. So go for good beef.
Like our colleagues across the coast will say grass-fed
massaged beef.
Yes, properly massaged beef. So the thing with the protein is that if you have a few days that you're working with, you can't mess around with your calendar.
Yeah.
You want to go for quality protein, not processed protein.
Yeah.
As much as possible, you want to cook your protein without MSG.
Yeah.
So when you take MSG out, it actually then really accelerates the appetite suppressing aspect of the protein that you're eating, because MSG then messes with your brain.
Exactly.
And the excitotoxins create a situation where you can't really tell whether you're full or not.
So you end up overeating, you end up staying hungry, so you eat and then you want to come back to the food as well, defeating the purpose of what we're trying to our current goal.
Right, exactly. So if you're eating a lot of protein and you feel like, but I don't feel full, or I don't feel satiated, then look at how your protein is being prepared. Make sure that there are no sauces with sugars and MSG. Once you take those out, I guarantee you eat your protein, small amounts, and you feel full.
And while we're on this high protein, it goes on to say, like we've mentioned already, eat low carbs. And also you want to reduce that carb intake, but that's not saying that, remember, fat is not the enemy. So fat and carbs are also, just to note that you
some
don't
people,
cut that out.
People who can handle high fat, for instance, can include some quality fats in their diets, because fat also, like protein, helps keep you fuller longer. Doesn't it? So you really want to, if you're dropping water, you want to drop carbs.
You want to drop carbs.
And not fat.
And so increase your vegetable intake as well. Don't forget that we need all the magnesium and potassium in rich food. So things like bananas. So as much as we're saying not eat a lot of carbs, bananas are carbs, but they're full of potassium, and it's also a complex carb, especially if you eat it with like peanuts. If you pair it with peanuts, and that would keep you full. That's a great snack that will keep you full for a long.
And the beauty about bananas as well is that because of the potassium and magnesium that you mentioned, it helps with your, what we call the electrolyte balance in your body. And
which you need after all that cardio that you're going to be doing.
Exactly. So you need to replace your electrolytes as a matter of priority. And so if you're not doing your bananas or
do your greens.
You want to do your spinach, your efo, amaranth,
avocado,
parsley,
beans, tomatoes. I know, yeah.
Right. Because with electrolytes, you know, when you start to drop a lot of water, right, or any major changes happen in your body due to diet or exercise, there is an electrolyte imbalance.
Yeah.
So those foods help you to balance your electrolytes and keep you in a state of wellness while all that craziness is going on.
Yeah, and we mentioned magnesium, and magnesium also helps with recovery. So muscle recovery as well, which, remember, you've increased your cardiovascular, all that walking. Your body needs to be able to recover very quickly so that you're not feeling worn out as well. So take some magnesium supplements if you're able to, and and that will also help with bloating for women,
especially for premenstrual women. Magnesium helps with bloating 100%.
Helps with bloating, helps with PMS, so all the other crazy stuff that comes with the period.
Absolutely. So it's critical to recover properly. The magnesium supplements and magnesium-rich foods will help with your bloating, will help with recovery, will even help with your immune system, your immune function, especially when you include the leafy green veggies. Because when you start to exercise a lot, there's an immune system compromise that happens that you want to watch out for, because you don't want to start falling sick by day 3.
No, you don't.
So you want to make sure that you have your magnesium and potassium in your diet during your water weight loss, your accelerated weight loss phase. Okay. So what did we say? Exercise, stress reduction.
Oh, sorry.
High
For a minute, you lost me.
No, I just want to recap to be sure where we are.
Carbs.
Yeah.
Keep with your fat. Magnesium and potassium-rich foods are very, very, very important as well. And then moving on to, because of all this cardio that we're doing and all this movement and high protein that we're eating, and the goal that we're trying to achieve, which is lose water, it may sound a bit intuitive, but you need to drink water. Remember, you're doing a lot of movement, a lot of that cardio, so you're going to be needing the water, but it does help your body function properly when you are not dehydrated.
Exactly. There's a phrase we use in fitness when we say drink water to lose water. Right. Increasing your water intake, naturally increases your rate of weight loss. And it increases your energy
expenditure.
Exactly.
Yeah, how your body uses energy, basically how your body functions.
And so it helps with your kidney functions, your liver, and the liver and kidneys are like really great powerhouses when it comes to losing weight.
I know they say that when you're hoarding or when you're dehydrated, your body actually
holds on to water.
Yes. I know. So you might as well. So you have to drink the water
to signal to your body that all is well.
Safe.
And we're not in famine mode or starvation mode.
Water.
It's safe to drink water. It's safe to release
water because there's water coming back in.
Exactly. I agree. I wanted to talk about sleep.
Oh, yes, sleep.
Sleep is
very, 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 very key.
Sleep helps to reduce your stress levels. And there's just something amazing about sleep. 2 things for me that sleep does. Number 1, it increases the amount of time that I'm not eating. Hey, listen, there's even something in Hollywood circles called the Sleeping Beauty diet. Please don't try that at home.
What's that?
The Sleeping Beauty diet is when models and supermodels aim for about 18 12 to 18 hours of sleep.
That's like intermittent fasting, but you're asleep.
Exactly.
And then as soon as you wake up, you just go eat.
Yes. So they do that with all sorts. Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? And that's why when they say, when you're new to intermittent fasting, you want your fasting window, the bulk of your fasting window, to be your sleep time, sleeping, right? Because it's just easier, isn't it? Because you're sleeping, your body is working, doing its thing, and you're not trying to resist temptation from food and all of that stuff. So the Sleeping Beauty diet, they just sleep as if they're not doing anything critical to that event that they're preparing for. they're sleeping. So they're awake during the eating window and asleep when they're not eating.
Life of a model.
I know.
That's so stressful.
Like I can't just imagine that, you'd be groggy all the time, pumped full of sleeping pills. You're like, your hair is all messed up. But anyway, but sleep is important. If you're trying to lose
weight. I mean, when you're sleeping, your body heals. Yeah. So it releases all the whatever, it rebalances its fluid and sodium that's in the system already. So it clears out everything. So
everything just happens.
It really your body needs to sleep.
Yeah, sleep longer.
Can't say that
if you're doing 4 hours, 5 hours a night, you really want to reevaluate that. It doesn't matter if you're a morning person or a night person. Because
that, it's interesting that you mentioned the 3 to 4 to 5 hours, because that, if you're not getting enough sleep, it takes your body into a stressed space. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're putting too much pressure on your body. It's not repairing like it should. And it takes us to the other point that we talked about reducing stress.
And
cortisol, your body holding on to water. So, it's like a vicious cycle that we just have to break. Mm-hmm. We have to break, and by sleeping, you can break it.
Yes, sleeping for
longer.
In fact, sleeping for president.
Sleeping for, as in,
right. So you're absolutely correct about the about sleeping taking you to a stressed state.
Yeah.
And apart from the fact that cortisol will increase your levels of antidiuretic hormone, it also makes you hungry.
Yeah.
Right. So your ghrelin is not regulated.
Yeah, and
your appetite is out of whack.
And you're going for processed things that will give you quick energy.
Exactly.
As well. So you're going for all the bad things that you're trying to avoid.
Yeah, yeah. So, sleep is critical, people. Let's keep sleep as part of our, actually your number 2 tip should be sleep, right? And so we've talked about drinking more water, taking a magnesium supplement, and keeping magnesium-rich foods in your diet, eating low carb. When we say low carb, in fact, let's dwell on low carb for a minute. When you're losing water, the most effective thing you can do is to drop the carbs from your diet. Mm-hmm. The reason this is because that for every gram of carbs your body holds, your body also needs to hold about 4 to 5 grams of water.
Yeah, to process it.
It. And that's just your body's way of trying to stay in balance, right? Mm-hmm. And so what happens when you drop all those carbs, all the glycogen from your muscles, what happens is that your body doesn't feel the need to have, so the water is doing nothing, so your body then starts to drop it. And that's why low carb diets are so effective and so encouraging for a lot of people, because the first thing that goes really is the water weight.
Yeah.
And when we talk about carbs, you're talking about reducing your carb intake to a minimum. You want to do a maximum of 100 grams. If you can do lower than 100 grams of carbs, and we're talking about maybe 2 or 3 small-sized potatoes, if you want to think about what 100 grams of carbs looks like. So you really want to bring it down and stick mostly with your leafy greens as your source of carbohydrates. And one thing people fail to understand is that fruits and vegetables are actually carb sources.
Yeah.
So you get all your carbs from, so for those of you who are concerned about your brain function and stuff like that,
you can get it from your
fruits and vegetables. Your carbs from your fruits and vegetables. But with a zero carb diet to lose water, which is extreme, by the way. We're not saying this is not something you can do all year. And this is where eliminating exactly. This is where eliminating fruits for some people may be worth it, right? So, for instance, if you're really, I don't want to use the word desperate, but
we're desperate.
We're desperate. So, if you're super desperate and you want to drop the bananas, for instance, and then you then want to replace that with a magnesium supplement, and then and get your carbs from your greens as much as possible. Your cruciferous greens are still okay, but your dark leafy greens are the
very
best.
Good.
Are the best. So you want to keep your carbs to a minimum 50 to 100 grams. 100 grams will keep you, will take you a bit longer, but 50 grams I think will do the trick.
So think of the palm of your hands. If you can't visualize
a small potato.
The potato. So just think of the palm of your hand, and then half of that is the max that you want to go for.
Exactly. You got that right. So what else can we do to drop water weight really quickly?
We can take some detox drinks.
Yes.
That will help.
Detox drinks really help.
They'll help your metabolism and they'll help your body detoxify. So we're talking apple cider vinegar.
Our favorite.
So mix that up with some water.
Green tea.
Or green tea.
Yeah, lemon water.
Ginger as well. So you can have ginger tea. You can have ginger and lemon tea.
And we have all those, we've got those recipes, those detox water recipes on our Instagram page. You can go check it out at True Living Africa to find out, _ and you want to find out, want to look at the detox videos, how to make them for the detox drinks, and
that heal.
It's great because you can actually just sort of sip on these detox drinks
all day. Have it in your fridge, have it in your little flask as you go about and sip on it.
You do a picture and just keep it there, especially if you're working from home, for instance.
I mean, we're not saying, it sounds almost as if you remember. Did you hear about the what diet did Beyonce go on?
The lemon cleanse.
So we're not
master cleanse.
So it was lemon, cayenne pepper and stuff. So we're not saying go for. I mean, notice that all the stuff that we're saying is nothing extreme.
No, you're eating.
You're just supporting.
You're eating your vegetables and your protein.
So you're exercising. So I don't want you to end up, tying it with something extreme like that, especially when we're saying drink apple cider vinegar and lemon water and all.
Right, those are just supporting acts in a play. And they're not the main
thing. And why we're even recommending these detox drinks, like we said, it's to remove whatever toxins might be in there, and it will help keep your bloating down.
Exactly, it will help bring your bloating down,
and that's what we're trying to achieve here.
And there's this thing with from the alternative medicine space, dandelion supplements or dandelion tea. Apparently, dandelion actually helps a lot with bloating. I've tried it before. I love it.
It does.
Yeah,
it does.
I like my dandelion. I like my milk thistle. I like my chamomile.
Definitely do milk thistle and recommend it before for premenstrual syndrome. So for the bloating, the irritation, milk thistle definitely helps. And then even aloe vera gel.
Yes,
just drinking that as well. It just helps digestion to make sure that the bowel is going out and there's no bloating. And your gut is not leaky
as leaky. So that's it. So we're going to recap that. And so 8 to 10 things you can do to lose weight quickly.
Water weight.
Keep in mind that the weight is water weight. Number 1, increase your cardiovascular exercise, long-range cardio. Sleep longer. Number 2,
reduce stress.
Number 3,
eat high protein.
Number 4,
eat low carbs.
Number 5,
stock up on your potassium and your magnesium.
Number 6,
take a supplement, preferably magnesium.
Again, that's still number 6.
So we're reinforcing that.
Yes, because it's important to keep your electrolytes in balance. Drink more water. Number 7. Okay. Include detox drinks.
Detox drinks.
Yes, like your lemon water, ginger, green tea. That's number 8, and then
take your dandelion
supplement. Number 9. And then the bonus number 10 is to just make sure that your bowel is moving regularly. And that's where the aloe vera gel comes in. And of course, it's safe to say that with all the leafy greens,
your bowels should be regular.
Your bowels should be regular.
And if it's not, how about the trick that you just told me the other day? Cucumber and parsley.
Yes, that's another detox drink that we have up on our page.
So you can make
cucumber. So you blend your cucumber. Again, for those people who don't like to eat greens, they can blend their greens.
Y'all enjoy.
I know. So blend your greens if you don't like. So I mean, speaking about greens, so I had a batch of amaranth, right, that I cooked recently, and I did everything I thought right in terms of preparation. But when I finally brought it down, I started to eat it. It still had that really bitter. And I was really upset because I made a massive batch.
Oh, wow.
And so I then had to take out all the fish and all of that and wash it again. And then what I did was I blanched it and then put it in and pounded it down. And that changed the taste. It was almost like magic. So prior to that, I had blanched it a little bit. But I thought, oh no, let's not blanch it too much. You're going to lose all the nutrients. But it was inedible to me at that point. But when I pounded it down and then cooked it again, it was amazing. So just quick sidebar for those of you who think that greens are like, there's some that are not as harsh when you cook them, like spinach. They have a more neutral taste, but the bitter ones have a really good nutritious profile.
They're amazing, as in we need them, especially to keep that detox lifestyle going on.
Yeah. So that's it, people. Not sure we have anything else to add. If you want to, link up to the old episodes of our podcast on www.africabusinessradio.com.
You can also check on our Instagram page, True Living Africa / and also in the link there, in the bio, you'll find a link as well to the podcast.
Slide in our DM if you have any questions, any burning questions about your health and your wellness. And we are your wellness coaches. We're here for you.
Here to hold your hands.
Absolutely. And until next time,
take care of yourself and stay safe.
See you, Africa. Thank you.
True living Africa. True living Africa.
Hello. Welcome to True Living Africa, your wellness podcast. I'm Uyok Hansen.
And I'm Oyin Talabi.
We are your
health and wellness coaches.
And we are here to help you live your best life.
Yay!
We are the wind in the sails of your business. We are your compass. Chart your course towards your targets. Africa Business Radio. Towards a profitable Africa.